Okay, this is day 6 of our chess journey, and we get to play black finally. I think we might have played maybe 1 or 2 other times as black. Let's see, what do we even do here? So, everything I've learned is basically from Daniel Narditsky, so I'm going to basically say what my thinking is. And that, first of all, bishop c4 against the Sicilian is a mistake. Well, it's a positional mistake. That's at least what Daniel Narditsky says, because the person on black is going to try to play e6 and then d5 and attack the bishop, trade the pawn on e4, you go down, so it's very, very easy development for black, and white loses the tempo, because he's going to have to move his bishop. And people think, oh, it's the Italian game, it looks like the Italian game, but it's not. It's different. So Daniel Narditsky says you don't have to rush into e6. You don't have to rush into d5. You can play knight g6, or no, sorry, knight f6. But I'm going to rush into it. Just a lot of times when I've analyzed positions like this, usually the computer move is to just go for the immediate e6, d5, and then do normal development. So this is a bit of a concession, I guess. I don't know if that's the proper word for it, but our opponent moves his bishop to b3. So usually in development, if the opponent moves to b5 with the light squared bishop, then you put your bishop on d6, and then your opponent won't be able to take the hanging pawn on d5, but we can't do that right now. So instead, I believe the move is to just put the bishop in front of the king, or you could go bishop e6, defend the pawn, and then prepare for going bishop d6 anyway. I don't really know what is correct, honestly. So I feel like there might be a problem going on bishop e6, possibly. So I'm just going to go bishop e7 and just do normal development and play for later on in the game. So our opponent does this, which... so at first glance, it looks like a mistake, because you can attack the bishop going c4 and then put him in check on a5 with your queen, but then he blocks it with his knight. If he blocks it with his knight, though, we put our bishop in front of the knight, but then he takes our knight with check, we take it back with the pawn, and then we got a strange light squared pawn structure, and then the opponent is finally going to be able to go bishop d2, and the whole thing kind of seems like a bit of a waste of time, honestly. So the opponent is obviously threatening to take on c5 and give myself an isolated pawn, which isn't really desirable. So let's go back to the c4 idea, go back to the check. He blocks with the knight. I don't know. I don't want to have an isolated pawn, but I guess it could be an instructive game on how to play with an isolated pawn, but you don't want to just go into it incorrectly. And we're taking a lot of time, but this is just kind of what happens when you talk out loud. Your thinking becomes really stupid. So I can hear my lips smacking too, so I hope to God that's not a fucking problem. This is a tough decision for me to make. But I'm going to go for this idea. Maybe something will happen for us, but it doesn't look great. Okay, so we put the bishop there, he puts a check with the queen, then we block with our bishop. We can put our... yeah. Moving a piece twice in the same opening is not very good. Oh, wait, is this bishop... yes, no, his bishop isn't trapped. God, that was so close to being trapped, huh? Fuck. I guess we can just develop this here then. And because we were worried about having double pawns, so let's just get rid of that threat first. Now the queen kind of looks completely useless on a5. It's really not great. Okay, so he takes it with the bishop anyway. I guess we'll just follow principles. Taking with the pawn looks very nice too, though. Okay, he's got the knight there. That knight is defended by a pawn. He has a pinned knight. I guess we'll just develop our last minor piece. But he is threatening to double my pawns again. Maybe I could put my queen on a nicer square. Right here, maybe. He develops to bishop f4. That doesn't look very nice. b6, I guess. That looks pretty good for a couple of reasons. Touching the pawn on b2, possibly getting my queen on the 6th rank if he takes my bishop. So he's threatening a check. Did I say that correctly? I feel like I might not have said that correctly. Anyway, he's threatening a check. I am attacking the pawn. He goes check, and then he wins. That does not look sexy. So let's defend this check and then attack that pawn, right? Anything else that seems a little bit better? Not to me, so. Last minor piece is developed. We are at such a time disadvantage against my opponent. Oh my god. I guess we'll just take this pawn. It's not really, I don't know. Doesn't look incredible. Okay, so. We have double pawns, but the pawn on c6 is going to be a little bit difficult for my opponent to exploit. Okay, I think now we can castle, probably. Looks fine. And if my opponent thinks he's going to beat me on time, well, he may be right. Wow, I did not think that would do that. See, on my phone, you can tap squares, and, you know, you get a second. You can, like, hold on to squares, I mean, and you can, yeah, and you can wait, and once you let go, then the piece is moved. That is not how this works, so... I made a bit of a positional mistake, but it's nothing that I'm worried about. I'm up a pawn, and the whole thing, it's going to be very, very simple from here on out. It's going to be very, very easy for me. So it's just about not losing time. Okay. Go up here, work on the 2nd rank. Okay, my opponent makes it so he is incapable of defending the pawn on c3, but he was losing pawns anyways. This game is over. In my personal opinion, this game is completely over for my opponent. He has nothing here. Go on the 7th one last time. I mean the 2nd. Okay, very, very, very easy. There's multiple ways to win. You could All roads lead to Rome. That's what Daniel Narditsky says. Um, After we take this pawn here, this pawn storm's going to be unstoppable, so... A little check in there. Helping my pawn advance one more square. Very easy. I don't really know how quickly we're moving. That's a check. There's a queen. Oh my fucking god. No! 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 Why? Oh my god, I can't believe this just happened to me. Well, that was fun. Here you go, buddy. Oof. That sucks. Yeah, I'm 1951, by the way. Wow. You're welcome for that. Now I'm pissed off. If the video starts speeding up, it's because I played multiple games moving very, very quickly. Just as fast as possible. I'm not even going to play what I'm used to. That hurts, dude. Not really, because this isn't my main account, so I don't actually give a shit. But, damn, that's a little embarrassing, though. Damn. Never give up. Never resign. Alright, whatever. This is just a made-up opening that I'm inventing right now. I have no idea what's happening. Oh, look, it's the Queen's Pawn opening. My Cock and Balls defense, just like my name. Oh, my Cock and Nuts, actually. Even better. Develops the bishop. Good for you, buddy. Guess I'll develop my bishop. Could have pushed the pawn to f3 too, maybe, but it's not in my list of things I give a shit about. So he didn't trap his bishop, but he's very close to trapping his bishop. If we take that knight, we double his pawns. We go f3. He goes bishop h5. We go... Not really sure, but I'm just gonna double his pawns. Whatever. His knight wasn't doing much, so it was a bit of a wasted move, but I don't care. I wanted to release like a mega episode where I played like 3 games or something instead of just 1, but it's gonna take a while, and that's a lot of audio to sift through, because I'm a bit of a spaz, and I want to make sure I'm not embarrassing myself. I don't think we should initiate this trade. Okay, so do we want to develop our knight? Allow ourselves to push the f-pawn. I don't see really anything wrong with developing my knight here, and I would rather just get the minor pieces out of the way. After last game's fucking schizophrenic episode, I don't even know what I'd call it. I don't know how I feel. I'm just going to do things that I think are correct, based on the microplastics feeding me information in my brain. Can we pre-move in this game? Well, okay. So he's threatening to castle, but he can't castle. You need to remember that he cannot castle right now yet. So... we could threaten the fork. If he moves the rook there, then we put him in check and... yeah. So we're threatening 2 different forks right now. Takes with the knight. I'm thinking going knight d5, actually. So, let's do that. Leaves the pawn hanging if he wants to take it. That's actually the only thing I'm doing. Oh yeah, we just said that, like literally a turn ago. He has the castling. So maybe knight b5 would have been better? Maybe? Ah, crap. Well, this is bad. Okay, I got it. We're gonna go... let's go here first. Defend the pawn. If he goes c6, doing the skewer, I can put my queen on the c-file. Okay, he does that. I guess we'll just attack his bishop. Now we both have threats against us. I'm still playing slower than my opponents. This has to be because I'm on a computer. I'm using a touch screen too. So, okay, that, what? This sucks. I guess my opponent is going to be playing up a pawn this game, because I can't see anything better. Hug. You know what? I'm happy. I'm glad this is my position. I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, just touching his pieces and stuff. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that'll work. Damn, dude. It's fucking 1200s. Alright. Okay. Now we can castle. Maybe it'd be a bad idea, but I want my rooks to see each other. I need to do something. I'm just gonna try to make my position better. Right. My queen isn't trapped, so that's good. This is so bad. My opponent's going to be able to develop all of his pieces. Wait, if I move my knight here, and he takes with a rook, I take his queen. Oh my god, what am I even considering? What am I about to do? What am I seriously about to do right now? So, knight there, takes the queen with my rook. I take his queen, he takes my knight. And I just lose 3 points of material. That's my great master plan. Shit. There has to be something we can do. Oh my god, and the time as well. Oh, this sucks. Darn it. Fuck. Okay then. I don't know which square is best. But I'm gonna try here. Maybe this is fine, maybe it's not. Oh, it's not good, because, dude, the whole point of me, I wanted to leave that square open for my knight. This is great. You see, when I was like 1500, 1600, I couldn't imagine. I just couldn't even fathom what it would be like to be like 1900, right? Dude, I suck ass at chess. I'm not good at all. I'm just better than you. Though, to be fair, it doesn't really apply since I am playing 1200 and losing. So, you know, maybe not entirely correct. Come on, man. You're not gonna let me have anything? Put the knight here, attack the pawn. My opponent defends the pawn, because he's smart. I guess I'll attack your bishop now. Alright, speed running time. This is not going to be good. In fact, this is going to be very not good. I guess we'll just take it, right? I mean, what other choice do I have? Oh, he takes with the rook. Fuck. That's a good move. Or is it? God damn it, dude. Okay. I get it. We'll go here. If he takes the knight, then I'm in check with his bishop, but then I take his bishop. Alright. So I take that. And now I'm getting checkmated. The end. Damn, that stinks. One more! Hello. This may very well be the first and only game you see. Oh, it's the Mike Cock and Nuts defense again. I don't even know if this is like a main thing. I play the Queen's Gambit. I'm just... Man. What the fuck is this guy doing? What the fuck is this opening? I'm gonna go for tricks. Oh, he didn't fall for it. He just went knight f6. That's great. That's great. I'm really happy for him. I guess we'll go here. Look at that. Now my opponent doesn't know what to do. Didn't see that one coming. Boy, this is so hard. This is so boring. Who plays this game? I'm gonna develop my piece. I'm gonna push my piece back. And... I guess I'll go here. I guess I'll castle. Okay. I'll develop my bishop now. I must say developing's been... This is the easiest game of development so far. Okay. If we put our knight there... We got a couple moves to consider. The main one I'm looking at is knight d5. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. At all, I can't even see anything. I guess. Trading my useless knight for a knight that is helping defend the king. Giving my moves reason. Every move you make, you should be able to explain why you did it. And I definitely don't ever follow that rule, but it sounds nice to say. It makes you seem like you know what you're doing. We got a little bit of a threat here. My opponent ends up taking my knight and then going c6. Going on bishop takes d6, and then if he takes with his queen, we could do light squared bishop takes f7 check, and then, oh, no, because the queen can just take it on f7. Wait, no, it can't, because the queen would be on d6. So yeah, discovered attack, winning the queen, which would look nice. And it's totally possible that my opponent falls for it because, you know, he's lower rated. I can only imagine what a higher rated player thinks when they play me. Probably that I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, and I just kind of move pieces. See, I have kind of an understanding of the game. I'm pretty good at not making mistakes. After a bit of time, you get good at not blundering, you know? But, you know, I'm only human, so they happen all the time. It's pretty much the only way you can win or lose a game of chess is someone makes a mistake. Probably. Or the person dies. Wow, my opponent is... Oh, no, it's frozen! Shit, it's frozen. So it's like the game over? I've just been sitting here talking. Shit. Did I get... What? Why do I keep getting DDoSed in this fucking game? This is what happens when you're a baller and you're winning games. It gets frozen. This has to be the worst chess session I've ever had in my entire life. Oh my god. There is nothing of value in this entire thing. In this entire experience. I'm not even going to edit anything. I've decided that I'm uploading this video with the audio delayed and everything. I'm not doing any editing at all.